You think you see reality? You don't. You see a version of it, a filtered version, a simplified version, a version your brain created to make sense of the world. Because reality is too complex, too fast, too overwhelming. So your brain edits it, cuts parts out, fills gaps, rearranges information, and presents it to you as if it's real. But it's not. It's a model, a simulation, built inside your mind. That's why two people can look at the same situation and see completely different things. One sees opportunity, the other sees risk. One sees possibility, the other sees limitation. Nothing changed outside, only perception. Because perception is not reality, it's interpretation. And your brain controls the interpretation based on your past, your beliefs, your experiences, your fears. That's why your world feels the way it does. Not because that's how it is, but because that's how you see it. And how you see it defines how you act. If you see danger, you hesitate. If you see opportunity, you move. If you see limitation, you stop. If you see possibility, you grow. Same world, different results. Because your brain decides what you see. And once you understand that, you realize something powerful. You're not reacting to reality. You're reacting to your interpretation of it. And your interpretation is not neutral. It's biased. Your brain doesn't show you everything. It shows you what matters for survival, what it thinks is important, what it has learned to focus on. That's why, if you believe the world is hard, you see struggle everywhere. If you believe opportunities are rare, you miss them. If you believe you're limited, you act like you are. Because your brain filters reality to match your beliefs, not to challenge them, but to confirm them. That's how belief becomes reality. Not because it's true, but because it shapes what you see. And what you see shapes what you do. And what you do creates your results. That's the loop. Belief, perception, action, result. And most people never break it. They think their life is fixed. They think reality is fixed. They think this is just how it is. But it's not. It's how they see it. And how they see it is controlled by their brain. That's why awareness changes everything. Because once you see the filter, you stop trusting it blindly. You start questioning, is this real or just my interpretation? And that question breaks the illusion. Because now, you're not inside the system. You're observing it. And when you observe it, you gain control. Not over reality, but over how you see it. And that changes everything. Because now, you can shift your perception. You can choose what to focus on. You can choose how to interpret situations. You can choose what meaning you give to things. And that changes your actions. And your actions change your life. That's the power most people never realize. They try to change the outside, but everything starts inside. In perception, in interpretation, in how you see the world. Because the world is not fixed. Your view of it is. And once you change that, everything changes. Not because reality changed, but because you did. So the next time you feel stuck, ask yourself, am I seeing reality or just my version of it? Because the answer might change everything.